happy to be here with y'all today for our last Christmas gift edition. DIY gifts. So we have done, what have we done? We have done vanilla, we have done sugar scrub, we have done, what did we do last time? Vanilla, sugar scrub, oh my goodness. I completely forgot. What's over there? Hey. We've done a lot. So we're in our last segment, I guess you can say.
Candles.
Oh, no. Okay.
You did candles.
Candles. We did candles. So we've done candles. Thank you. I literally just drove in from church and we are here and we are ready to go. So I went ahead and pre-did one last night. And I wanted to kind of give you an idea, I need a hole puncher, of what this is going to look like. This is the mason jar, and then I bought just some red ribbon, and I'm going to show you the fabric too. So I did a little fabric detail right here on the mason jar, and I did a handwritten Christmas recipe card. So much fun. Hello, Miss Nancy. How are you? So I got all my stuff here and we're going to get started right now. So we're going to do the first one we're going to do is, and these are so easy, by the way. We're not going to do that. We're going to do the classic chocolate chip cookie. So, and my computer is trying to freak out on me, but no, not today, computer. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to set this over here, and this is the classic chocolate chip. So what you're basically gifting is all the dry ingredients, like the dump ingredients, and then they provide the wet ingredients. So on this one, it would be, and I have it on the card too, so I wrote on the card, like on the side, like ingredients, I put add half a stick of butter, add 1 large egg, and 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this would be really cute to give with the vanilla extract that you made like months ago. And then I also did the directions, and then turn the card over, and then do that. Okay, so we're going to get started. These jars are literally packed full. So one thing I did learn when we did it, when I did it yesterday, was you are going to have to like push down the ingredients, especially the brown sugar, because if not, you're not going to have enough room. I also suggest having one of these wide mouth funnels. So I got wide mouth mason jars, but I really do like this funnel for this, because if not, it would go everywhere. Okay. Later. Okay, first we need 1 3/4 cup of, let me put this over here, of flour. You can use any flour you want. What size jars are you using? That's a great question. It is, hold on, I will go back. What size jars are these that I got? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I think they're quart size. Quart size. Quart size. 100% quart size. So they're the big ones. And they're I think for 6 of these, I didn't get the ball ones or bell ones or whatever, but for 6 of these, I want to say it was $22, I believe. So that's not a bad price. Okay, so quart size mason jars, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put 1 3/4 cup of flour. So I got my little, I love this little measuring cup because I can see it as I scoop it in because of the way that the words are. I mean the numbers are. So I'm going to put, and this is like fun, easy. This would be a good gift for even like kids. I thought about doing this. I coach a cheerleading squad, and I thought about doing this for my girls on the cheerleading squad. That way they can go home and make cookies with their family. Woo. Yeah, this is why I got this down. We're going to make a mess today. We're going to make a mess. It's going to be okay. Oh, yay! I'm glad. Hi, Betty. I'm glad you made the candles. That was fun and easy too. I've learned so much. Okay, so here we go. We got, I think we got a little bit too much. No, we got, okay, that's good. There we go. So we're going to kind of put this in first. So we're going to do all this. Get it all in there. Don't pick up the jar or your flour's going to fall out and not in the jar. Good tip, good tip. All right, and then we're going to kind of make it even, that's how I kind of did the flour. I just packed it down like that. I just kind of hit it on the table. And then I did take a paper towel and I wiped, because I wanted to be able to see the rest of the stuff without it looking cloudy. I just wiped around because it gets a little powdery, just so you can actually see, and the other ingredients are really pretty. I will be making these. Yes, yes. They're and everybody, like, what I have learned is, like, my mother-in-law has handwritten recipes from her mom, and she loves them. And, like, I think it's nostalgic too, like, to give people that are really close to you something that's handwritten from you. It just, I think it's sweet. So, hey Betty, hey y'all. Okay, so we have that. So, and then the next thing it says to do, in a bowl, you need to mix together, let me see, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, not powder, baking soda, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to put it, you know what, we were supposed to put that, hold on, we're supposed to put this down in here, so we're going to have to, like, put it down. So 3/4, put it in there, kind of just stir it just a little bit. And then of salt too. All right, hold on. And then 3/4. What did I do with the salt? Did I put the salt back? Am I losing my mind? What did I do with the salt?
Probably put that.
Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. I thought I got everything, but I didn't. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Put that. Bang that down. Okay, next we're gonna do, put this over here. We're gonna do 1.5 cups. That's a lot of chocolate chips. Hello, Jerry Ann. 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. So you really want to buy the big bag if you're gonna do multiples. I had a little bit left over from another bag, but I did buy the mega bag. It looks like so many chocolate chips. Look how many chocolate chips. Oops, we need to put our little. I mean, the chocolate chips pretty much fills the thing up. So we're gonna kind of hit it on the table to get it compacted. And the next thing is the brown sugar. So we're gonna do 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar. So here we go, brown sugar. Move this, move this. Get spoon, get measuring cup, 3/4. Here we go, here we go. Hello, hello. I'm gonna just kind of scoop this out. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. That was 3/4. Okay, here we go into the pot or the jar. And this is what I was talking about, because you got more sugar to put in there. You see how full that is? We got to mash it down. So I just took my little spoon, and on all the edges I just mash, mash, mash to get it as packed in there as I possibly can. There we go. And that's the good thing about brown sugar, it packs really nicely. So there's the packed brown sugar. There's the flour. And last but not least, we have sugar. Put this here. So we need 1/2 cup of sugar. And like I said, this is a messy project. But if you just, what did I say, 1/2 cup? 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. A little bit more. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's super easy. So down in we go. And just to, okay, so we've got all of our ingredients in there. So I'm going to move this stuff over. We are going to make another kind. We're going to make oatmeal raisin. And I believe I also got stuff to do snickerdoodle. So do y'all like snickerdoodle or oatmeal raisin better? Or chocolate chip? Are you a classic chocolate chip? Sugar cookie? Which one are you? Okay, so now we have our jar. Put these over here. And I got, oh, I put them over here. I got little fabric squares off Amazon. To use. They had a different kind of variety, but I kind of got a little bit of a classic look. I wanted to make sure there was a little bit of red in each. So do y'all want to do the snowman? Let's see. Give y'all a choice. Y'all want to do a snowman classic chocolate chip? Yep, I love classic chocolate chip. Or do you want to do more of like a poinsettia look? We'll do one or the other. And maybe we can do the other one next. I'm like running out of room. There's not enough cabinet space. Let's see. All right, I have already done like a really pretty poinsettia. So we'll do the snowman. Okay, so the lids come with this thing that pops out. So just pop it out. So you have two pieces. And you want it like a decent square sized. So, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to cut myself out a square because we're going to actually trim it again once we put it in there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then we're going to put the fabric down, and then we're gonna pop the little silver lid back into it so that it pushes the snowman forward. And then I'm just gonna trim around this really quick, kind of holding. I'm gonna have to put it down so I can give it a little bit of. I'm gonna just trim around. Okay, and then so I just kind of trimmed that up right there, popped that in there. And then you just tighten the jar. You can go back and tighten that fabric up. I think I am going to do that because that's going to drive me crazy if I don't. So just like pull the edges to tighten the fabric and then put it down on the jar. And then there you go. There's the little snowman. And then the recipe cards that I got on Amazon, they came, yeah, these were like super cheap. They came in all different kinds of, you know, designs. So pick out the one that you think best goes with everything. I think it has blue in it, so I might just pick out the little one with blue. Yeah, some nice finishing touch. And then you're gonna write the ingredients that you need on one side, and then here you just kind of, it's on the recipe that we're gonna send out to everybody. So you just write the instructions here, and then it has a really cute back part that's still decorative. Yes, super cute. And then we're gonna hole punch it and use the ribbon. I just got, this ribbon was so, I've had this ribbon for a long time, but you can get some on Amazon. And you would hole punch the card and pull it through, and you can either have enough to tie it in a bow, or you can just tie it once. I'm going to tie it in a bow because I am going to turn around and put the recipe card on it later. Or you can use like that twine, and then you have a little jar. So are y'all ready to make the next one? Really cute Christmas jar. So now we've got 2 sugar cookies that we've done. That's the one that I didn't, and I had the recipe card on it. I just put the recipe card with it. this would be great gift for, like, I know that it's really helpful if you know some people with, like, a family with little kids. Like, those little things are really cute to, like, do for Christmas Eve or right before dinner, or like if you're having a family gathering, you can just bring that jar and y'all can just have like a good like family time. Okay, let's do the next one. All right. So I gotta, oatmeal raisin. These are probably my favorite cookies, is an oatmeal raisin cookie. Okay, so you're gonna need 3/4 brown sugar, white sugar, raisins, oats, all-purpose flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, baking soda, and salt is what you're going to need to do. So since the first thing to do is we're going to mix together the flour, the ground cinnamon, the nutmeg, baking soda, and salt. Brock, would you mind getting me the cinnamon and the nutmeg? Okay. Okay, so we're going to mix all this together in my little bowl. All right. So we need the flour, which we're going to do 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to use the whole wheat. You don't have to. I like the taste of it, but you can use white flour too. You haven't had a cookie in months. Well, this is the perfect reason to get cookies. And, like, this is a fun way to get everybody in the kitchen, too. Where people don't have to think too much. Where it's not stressful. Okay, there's the 1 cup of flour. Okay. We're not going to put... Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. Hey, she's needing out. Okay. Ground cinnamon. And I always do this to what I like. It says a teaspoon, but if you're not a cinnamon lover, then you don't have to do a teaspoon. Here we go. Ooh, that smells good. I do a little bit less than a teaspoon. But that does smell really good. Okay, mix that in. Ooh, that smells good. It smells like Big Red. You know that gum? I don't even know if they make that anymore. Baking soda and salt. So we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon. That's a little bit more than 1/2 teaspoon. Don't even put that in there. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda. There we go. That in there. And then nutmeg if you would like. And then for the nutmeg, it's 1/2 teaspoon. I'm not a huge nutmeg person. All right. So, now, sorry I keep having to go back and forth. It's just, I'm working off of this little thing is. Hard to pop those up. Okay. Where's my little thing? Okay, here we go. We're going to do the flour mixture first. And I really like this funnel thing because it's so wide. So you're not trying your best to like, and it slopes all the way down, so like you're not trying to get it over a lip of anything. You can just really hit it and it'll be good to go. Okay. So there we go. And see how there's that residue right there? I don't know if you can see that. You see that? I just don't like that. So I'm going to wipe it off. Just with a paper towel. It's just the dust from the flour. Anyways. Okay, there we go with that. And then we're going to do, I believe, we're going to do quart. This is a quart wide mouth canning jar. Okay. And then we're going to do 3/4 cup of raisins. And I got the raisins. Oh my goodness. There's stuff all over me. I should have worn a, not a robe, what am I trying to say? An apron. I should have worn an apron. Alright. We're going to do 3/4 cup of, let me move this out of the way, of raisins. So are y'all the type when you cook, like, do you just make a mess and clean it up later, or do you clean up as you go? I can tell you what my husband does.
Hey, let's keep this simple.
He is a firm believer in just doing it and then cleaning it up later. But I will say, he cleans up after himself, so even though it drives me crazy. Let's see how pretty this is going to be. Okay. Oopsies. Okay, here we go. Raisins in. There we go. Then we're going to do the sugar, 1/2 cup of white sugar, I think. Hold on, let me look. No, we're going to do the oats. 2 cups of uncooked oats. This is not what I needed. What did I do with those oats? Hold on, I got different oats. Do you know what the oats are? My whole pantry fell in. A rack off of my pantry fell the other day. And I went to the store. You see him? Yep. Okay, there it is. Yeah, he found them. I'm like, these are not the right oats. You don't want quick oats. You want like, here it is. Yeah. You want the old-fashioned oats. Like the ones that are big. The quick oats are like small. Like granule. How do you say that?
Granular.
Granular. You don't want that. So let me show Nancy, I'll show you the difference. Okay, this is the small ones.
Those are still oats.
These are still oats, but they're 3-minute ones. These are the big, fat, flat ones. So we want the big, fat, flat ones. I was like, ooh, I did the wrong thing, but I didn't. I was like, I remember specifically. So we want 2 cups. There we go. In the jar. Wow, that's it's a lot of oats. Okay. We're going to pack those oats down. So let's go ahead and kind of pack them down, because if not, we're not going to have enough room for all of our stuff. Pack them down, pack them down. There we go. All right. The oats are done. Put the wrong lid on the wrong one. Okay, now we're going to do, let's see, now we're going to do the brown sugar. 3/4 cup. I cannot talk today. 3/4 cup. 3/4. Am I saying that right?
3/4 of a cup. Yeah.
3/4 cup. Come on, brown sugar. Okay, that's right. And it says pack, so you don't want it like flat. Oh. 3/4 of a cup. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they probably would have tasted really good with the quick oats. It just, I think you probably, you know, the texture of an oatmeal cookie, it just probably would not have been the same texture, because you want that oaty texture. But it probably still would have tasted good. Unless you're a big texture person. And then maybe you would have been like, there's something wrong with these. Okay, and then the last thing we need is a 1/2 cup of white sugar. Okay, 1/2 cup. Okay, a couple more. Alright, that's a 1/2 cup. Alright. There's that 1/2 cup. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find a fabric. I'll put the fabric over here. We'll do a different fabric. We'll do some Christmas trees. Ooh. They have a gingerbread fabric in here, and you could do gingerbread cookies with gingerbread fabric. That would be very cute. Okay. Scissors. Lids. Scissor and lids. I guess you could actually do it like this. Just push it down instead of having to do it twice. And then trim, trim, trim. Don't forget the recipe card. Alright, there's the little Christmas trees and snowflakes. Really cute. Kind of shake that down. And I'll make sure that I have a recipe card to go with this. Cut me some ribbon. just going to tie this one. And there you go. There is the oatmeal raisin. So let's do one more. Did you say you wanted me to do snickerdoodle? Was that what was?
Yeah, I don't like snickerdoodle.
You don't like snickerdoodles?
No.
Somebody told me snickerdoodles.
I like chocolate oatmeal.
Chocolate oatmeal. Okay, well, we're going to send y'all. Oopsies. What's chocolate cookie? That's not. Well, I look up too many recipes, and they're all pulled up. Okay. We're going to do a snickerdoodle one. And then we'll be done. They have all kinds. They have M&M's, snickerdoodle, peanut butter, gingerbread, sugar cookies, death by chocolate. This sounds good to me. Cranberry white chocolate cookies.
Oh man.
Cowboy cookies, oatmeal chocolate chips, butterscotch cookies, brownies, snickerdoodle blondies, mint chocolate, chocolate mint Andy cookies. That's really nice. Macadamia nut, spiced oatmeal raisin, gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. If you have someone with a gluten allergy, pumpkin spice, s'mores, toffee pecan, red velvet, lemon sugar, coconut macaroon, hot chocolate cookies. So that's a lot, right? That's so much. Which one sounds great to you? I like mint chocolate. Okay, let's do the snickerdoodle. Hold on.
Well. He messes the thing up. Don't worry. You get it later.
Hold on. There's something going on with this. You hear my? Okay, let's do sugar cookie. Because something was happening with that one. I don't know what was going on. Okay. So, sugar cookie, you're going to need a cup of sugar, 2.5 cups of flour, half a cup of salt, half a cup of baking soda, a jar, ribbon, cookie cutter. And that's a good idea. You can tie a cookie cutter around it too. That's really cute. Especially for this one because it's sugar cookies. So if you know anybody that has like little kids and Santa Claus is coming the next day, this would be a really good one to send home with them as a gift. Okay, let's do sugar cookies. So it says mix up flour, sugar, and baking soda and salt. Oh, so this one is like super easy. Like it's not gonna look like the layered look. It's just gonna be like all in. You're all in. You're gonna mix everything up. So we're gonna do 2.5 cups. Oh, and you could do really cute sprinkles in this and mix it up in there too, into the jar. I think I actually have some sprinkles. Like if I wanted to add some color, I might do that at the very end. Okay, so we need 2.5 cups of flour. I gotta get back on track. 2.5, let me move this. 2.5 cups of flour. Noelle, will you go get those sprinkles for me? I think they're over there on the thing. So this measuring cup holds
The
2.
Christmas ones?
Yes. All right. Okay, there's 2 cups. Put that in there. Now I need 1/2 cup. I think they're over there. I have those sprinkles
I don't see them.
from,
Dad, could you find the sprinkles for me?
yeah, that's about 1/2 cup. Okay, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And then a cup of sugar. We need a cup of sugar. Oh, there they are. They're right there. Thanks. I'm going to add these sprinkles to it. Oh gosh, I almost dropped everything. Okay, that's good. We're going to add that to the mixture. I'm going to go ahead and kind of mix that up. And then we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon salt. There we go. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Why is this sticking to this? Will you stick over there? 1/2 teaspoon. You hear my doggy? What do you want? Clickety clacking. Okay, and then I'm gonna add. I'll tell Noelle what you said, Miss Nancy. Cookie dump. That's right. We're just gonna dump it all in there. Okay, so I'm gonna use these non-parcel. Is that how you say that? Parcels. These are the ones that we use for. I'm gonna use a lot. I'm just gonna sprinkle them in there. Just to add a little bit of color into our cookies. You can see the little, whoa, that was a lot. That's okay. All kids love Christmas cookies. Okay. I'm going to put that up. And then we're going to put this here. see the little sprinkles in there. So you can see the little sprinkles in there. And then we're gonna do a different, let's do a different fabric. I don't know which fabric I want to use. That's really cute. Okay. All right. Get our little jar out, our little pop the lid. This is not hard to do. I don't know why I'm looking like I'm about to poke my eye out. It's like when you pop a can of biscuits, you know, like you're just waiting for the pop. Okie dokie. Now we're going to, Miss Nancy said you're doing so good in cheer. Noelle.
Mom.
She got her headphones on. Miss Nancy said you're doing really good in cheer.
Good, thank you.
She said thank you. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Now, there we go. That's the sugar cookie mixture. And like it said, it would be really cute. Let me see if I have. I used to have tons of cookie cutters. I don't know what I'm done with them. Anyways, it would be really cute to have like a cookie cutter that you attach to it. That would be super cute. Get you a card, your recipe card. Put the rest of the recipe on there. And then you are good to go. Do the ribbon. I'll do it this way. I don't know why I keep doing it that way. So one more thing I wanted to show y'all. That's the sugar cookie. One more thing before we go. I wanted to show you. Hold on a second. So if you're going to like put all of this stuff together, we had the holiday hand scrub. Let me move all this stuff. Gotta clean up my mess because this is kind of driving me crazy. Okay. We had the holiday hand scrub. We had the vanilla that we did. So we have that with a little ribbon. The holiday hand scrub. The candle that smells like Christmas trees. That's so nice. And then we had one of the Christmas cookie jars. And if you so you can go and get one of these at Dollar General or wherever you wanted to. You could put like some tissue paper down in there, and then you could put all 4 of these gifts together into the basket and give that. Or it would be cute to do if you want to break up the gifts and like make them stretch a little bit. It would be really cute to do the candle and the hand scrub together. And since you're going to have vanilla for most of these anyways, you can give these together. Anyways, that's really, oh, no problem. Thank you. That's really a good, like, I feel like I would use all of these. I've actually burned one of these candles in my house. One thing I have noticed with the candles, so usually, sometimes when I buy candles, they burn, like, my eyes are sensitive to whatever is burning. But with this candle, I didn't have any issue because I think it's because it's not like the fragrance or like it's just the essential oils and beeswax. So the beeswax by itself smells really nice being burned. Like if you didn't want to put a scent in there, it's a little bit light but like clean. It's really nice burning. But if you put the essential oil in it and you're kind of sensitive to some of those things, it's not going to make your eyes, like my eyes in some candles will like get goopy. I don't know about how y'all are, but this is a good one for like even people with like sensitive allergies to different fragrances. You know, if something's like too strong or something, I just can't do it. Really good. So those, let's just show the 3 cookie jars that we have left. So we have chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, and sugar cookie. So there you go. We did all 3 of these. Okay, so you will have links. Nancy will send out links in her emails for all of these cookie jar ideas. And we will also have the links for the jars, the recipe cards, the jars, the recipe cards. I think that's it for this one. Yeah. And you can get any kind of fabric to put on top of that. You know, I mean, like, they have it on Amazon. They've got tons of it. So, anyways. Y'all have a very merry holiday, and I hope you have lots of time with your friends and family. And from my family to yours, I hope it is such a blessed time of the year. And we love y'all, and we will see you later. Bye, y'all.